Because it's our first Christmas, we've decided to put on a very special exhibition.
Dipping goose feathers in dye. We have the crackers.
Christmas was actually banned in Scotland.
This was high tech.
Kind of like a Victorian moon pig. You're not going to believe this. In the winter, our days are very, very short. The sun rises around 9 in the morning and it has set by 3 in the afternoon. We have beautiful, beautiful still calm days, and we also have some vile storms. It's when Sanday's community side comes alive. To keep people occupied and positive, there's an awful lot of community activity. People keep each other bolstered a wee bit. If you're not a regular follower, we have renovated this Victorian farm on a remote Scottish island using all of the original artefacts and furnishings that we found when we acquired the farm. Because it's our first Christmas, we've decided to put on a very special exhibition, demonstration. So we're using the decorations that we found when we were going through all the things that had been left behind by the family who'd left the house. We've been loaned a private collection of Christmas decorations and exciting seasonal things. So we've been able to present Bolokoi in 100% authentic Christmas decoration. So let's get started.
On Sanday, the salt from the sea just burns wholly off. So I'm using hebe because it's one of the few evergreen plants. This is one of my favourite little sets of nomalites made in the early 50s. Now these are amazing because you could go to your hardware store and just buy a bulb. So you've got things like Santas or snowmen or pink Cupid dolls. That's probably one of my favourite ones. I've had that since I was about 15.
Oh, that's worked well. Gorgeous.
Let's just see the moment of truth and hope that they work. Yay! These little cornucopias were really popular, and they would put little sweet treats and stuff inside them. So again, delving through all the little scraps of wallpaper from Bolokoi, we were able to make them out of the little scraps. We have the crackers. We've got these little teacup crackers. You'd put your little teacup cracker back on.
When you look around the house, you'll not recognise Christmas probably in Victorian times. In the 16th century, there was a Reformation led by the Presbyterian Church. They considered Christmas and festivities around religious festivals to be frivolous and excessive. And in 1640, Christmas was actually banned in Scotland by the Scottish Parliament. And it was never really unbanned until 1958. Older members of this community, they remember working on Christmas Day, they remember the post coming on Christmas Day, they remember the ferry coming on Christmas Day. Someone said to us, well, we got an extra hour for lunch on Christmas Day, and that was it, really. The first thing I want to show you is this. This is a Yule loaf. They've been made in Orkney since pagan times. It represents the sun. It's sweetened with honey and flavoured with caraway seeds. When Christmas was banned up here, it was actually illegal to buy the ingredients to make this. We've had to imagine, because we didn't know what they had at Bolloquoy. What we do know from those that lived at Bolloquoy and have told us is that they took 2 ducks from the mill pond and cooked them for Christmas dinner.
Sanday is a small island. The chances of anybody really having a Christmas tree in the Victorian era on Sanday would have been very slim. What we decided in the end to do is go with a tabletop goose feather Christmas tree. These became really popular and were made in Germany from 1850 onwards. It's made by dipping the goose feathers in dye, and then they would wrap them around the wire to make a kind of pine effect. So we've decorated it as it would have possibly been in Victorian times. Flags were really popular to decorate the trees with. We've got these little mercury beads, and then we've hung Christmas scraps and soldiers and little dogs all over the tree. And we've got at the top the little tiny angel. When we came here, in the drawers were literally sort of dozens of gorgeous pairs of hand-knitted socks. I love all of these socks and they're all treasured, and it's just lovely to have the traditional stocking or sock hanging back on the fireplace. When we were stripping all the walls at Bolloquoy, we had so much wallpaper and there was so many beautiful pieces. I took all the scraps home with me. I ironed them all, cut them into little segments so that we could make some Bolloquoy paper chains.
I'm very interested in all the Christmas cards that we've got around us in the house. I think they're beautiful, but I think what you notice about them is that they're not particularly what we would call Christmassy. Until Dickens, a lot of the symbolism of Christmas didn't really exist. A Christmas Carol basically invented what we conceive as the modern Christmas. So a lot of these cards are just pretty pictures. And there's a reason for that, because to a Victorian, receiving a coloured picture like this would have been as exciting as receiving an iPhone to us, because colour printing was only really in its infancy, and they would have an image on them that someone could put on their wall and leave it there all year and wasn't kind of seasonal, I suppose. What we have here is the kind of album that would have been in the local shop perhaps, and when you look in it you can choose your Christmas card, you can choose your message, you can choose your monogram, and you can choose how many you want, and the prices are on here, and then you order them. It's kind of like a Victorian moonpig. With love and kisses, hoping you will have a jolly time and lots of presents. A Christmas card may be sent for 1/2 penny, provided you not seal up the envelope, but just turn in the flap. I wonder why that was. Does anyone know why? If you just turn in the flap and don't seal the envelope, you qualify for a 1/2 penny post. If you do know the answer to that question, can you pop it in the comments? I'm intrigued. There were weird things that we would consider to be really strange to have on Christmas cards, things that we don't associate with Christmas.
This just must have been one of the best Christmas presents to actually get at Christmas, if you were lucky enough to get something as special as this at Christmas. Most people, certainly on Sanday, it would have probably just been a piece of fruit, a penny toy at best, but this one is just fantastic. So we have the artillery gun itself, and then what I love about this is its lethal shooting action, which basically means that you can just push a little match into the end of it, you pull that down and it shoots. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. Hey! So this really cute little steam engine, this we actually found in the barn. It's got the little wick, and then you'd fill this up with your meths and put it underneath, and then as that hit up, it would start to turn the little wheel, and it's got piston and everything still operating. And this would have been a really special toy to get. This was high tech, but we can go forward another sort of 50, 60 years. We have this, which is just, you know, I would love to get this for Christmas myself. It would have had the little whistle, so you'd have pulled on that, but in its day, no more special than this one. Wrapping wasn't really a thing in the Victorian era, certainly on Sanday. At best you may have had a bit of brown paper, but a lot of presents would have simply been just hung on the tree or placed around the tree unwrapped. There was a department store called Hall's. Hall's was the inventors of gift wrap as we know it today. We've got Woolworths, love these ones. We've also set up the doll's house. It's a really special doll's house. It's made by Silver and Fleming. While we were renovating Bolokoi, all the old wallpapers that we had to sadly remove because they had arsenic, etc. in them, we kept pieces of it, and these have now been fitted in to the room sets. Through Lucy's Lens, another fantastic YouTube channel, her mum came up and she's made a few little pieces for us.
Welcome to the 1950s. Big change, isn't it? It's lighter, it's brighter. Everything's got Santa and holly and reindeer printed on it. We've got disposable napkins, we've got disposable placemats, we've got disposable table covers, we've got disposable wrap, we've got plastic starting to come in. This little Santa jug you could actually get if you saved the coupons on the back of tins of Bird's custard. I have gone back to my childhood and made a hedgehog. You might remember a hedgehog. I've made some mince pies, but I've used the recipe. I've used for all of these actually, I've used original Bolokoi recipes. I've made some shortbread from a Bolokoi recipe. Shortbread's a very traditional Scottish biscuit for Christmas time in particular. Some ginger loaf. We've left out a little present for Santa. We've left out some Kirkwallen Gardens. This is the local lemonade factory in Orkney, and we've got an original bottle with its label still on here. And we've left a carrot for Rudolph and a mince pie for him. Interestingly, Rudolph came into Christmas folklore in about 1939 when a children's story book was written. And then in 1949 that was turned into a film and obviously accompanied by the famous song, I'm not going to sing it, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I've got a basket here as well of some of the Christmas groceries that the lady of the household might have been out to fetch. Some tea, some sugar, and there's some dried fruit, maybe to make the Christmas cake, some gravy salt, a new pair of stockings, just in time for Christmas.
Here we have a Roddy doll fairy, and you could keep your coupons from the Palmolive soap and then send it in, and they would send you out your fairy for the top of the Christmas tree. There was far more people sending coupons in than they had dolls for. This little tree is another Woolworths tree from the mid-60s. Love this, can't beat a bit of vintage skinny tinsel. And these are some of the little spirals that we found at Bollicoy. The little coronation crown, that one's absolutely beautiful. Something that you don't really associate much with Christmas, a little policeman with his truncheon. I'm sure most of you have probably got something that's really special, that is like the thing for you that you always have associated with Christmas. This little bobblehead snowman, he's the epitome of Christmas to me. My grandparents brought him back from America, although he is actually German, and the idea is that you would have put little sweets inside him, and he spent years sitting on top of the gas fire in my grandparents' house every Christmas.
We've shown you the somewhat austere Victorian Christmas. You've seen the more commercial, recognisable 50s Christmas. There's one more part of the Bollicoy Christmas story that we really want to show you. Come with me.
December the 25th, 1914, Christmas Day. It's been the strangest Christmas I've ever had. Last night at about 8 the guns get quiet. Nothing gone over for our side or for theirs. We just sat in our trench, no quite sure what was coming next. And that's when we heard the singing. At first it was just one voice singing in German. We didn't understand the words, but we all knew the tune. It was Silent Night. They had the same carol as us. Next thing we were all joining in, so you could hear the English words all down the line, and then more Germans joined in, and we were all singing it together, them with our words and us with ours. When we'd finished with Silent Night, a German shouted out, "Happy Christmas, Tommy! No war tomorrow, Tommy!" We all laughed, but we didn't really believe it. This war goes on every day. We couldn't imagine this war stopping for Christmas, but it did. At about 8 in the morning, a German soldier got out of his trench and just walked towards us through the mist. And then some more Germans came up, and they were all shouting and waving too. They were all smiling and laughing. Then a couple of war chaps climbed up and walked towards the Germans, and the next thing I knew there were hundreds for both sides getting out of the trenches, and without really thinking about it, I climbed up too, and off I get to join in. When we all met up in the middle, we shook hands, and one of their officers shouted out that there would be no shooting today, and we all cheered. And then the real fun started. The Germans get back to their trenches and brought out all sorts of stuff to share with us. Brandy, sausages, biscuits, lovely stuff, some of it. We did the same and gave them cake and whiskey, chocolate and bits of Christmas pudding. Then they sang us a song, and we gave them It's a Long Way to Tipperary. Then we started looking at each other's kit. We put on each other's hats and helmets, and somebody took a photo of us pretending to be Germans, and another one of Germans pretending to be us. There was some more singing and joking, and then somebody found a football. There were hundreds of men, us in khaki, them in grey, all crashing about in the mud like pity bairns, hacking away at that ball with our big old army boots. December the 26th, Boxing Day. The guns started pounding at about 5 a.m. Looks like Christmas is over for another year. I keep thinking about yesterday. The Germans and us are supposed to be enemies. But yesterday they didn't seem like enemies. they didn't seem any different to us. They were just men like us, trying to get through this war and go back home. Strangest Christmas I've ever had.
Well, that was quite a moving tribute to James Fay up there, but I think it reminds us why we've done all this, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I want to thank you, first of all, for bringing all your decorations, because this is your private collection of Christmas decorations.
Yeah, but what a joy, what a privilege to have them out in a surrounding like this. It's been wonderful.
So we have raised money for 3 important local charities. Here's the grand total. Are you ready for it?
Go for it.
£600.
Wow.
That's great, isn't it?
That's fantastic.
So we're going to split that evenly between Scotland's Air Ambulance, Sanday Wildlife Rescue and the Royal British Legion.
Fantastic.
Great.
Happy Christmas.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's
done.
Brilliant.
Now, we've got Christmas present opening to do.
I'll give you this one first.
Oh, wow. Now, wait a minute. You've got to see this. This is a recipe book for me for our cooker.
Who's written the book?
Who's written the book? Don't tell me it's Fanny Craddock, is it? Is it?
With Johnny.
Fanny and John. Fantastic. This is the biggie, is it?
That's the biggie, yes.
Okay. You're not going to believe this. Here we have a cooker for our little cooker set. Oh my goodness.
But the reason I got at you is
the same as ours.
it's the cooker. Yeah.
It's the same cooker as
and you're
the
always
other.
moaning that you want that cooker.
That's very, very similar to ours.
Absolutely it is.
Very similar. It's big, yeah.
Wow. No.
It's your first.
Oh my God.
The first
Thank you so much. Here we go, guys. So, sometimes known as the seaweed design, it's almost like a tree. We've got our wormware jug here.
Mockaware, yeah.
Mockaware that I just absolutely adore and love. And I look at them from time to time online and I just can't afford to go down that route. And this is the seaweed one, which is also my favourite design that they made, and it is beautiful. God. To cheer us all up quickly, there's somebody that you guys never see when we're doing this, and this is Gregor, who does all our amazing filming work, just works so hard to create these videos for us to enjoy. So this is for you.
I'll swap places. Be in your own film. I'll swap places with you. Oh, it's in the theme as well.
So this is a boys and girls toy.
Boys and girls toys.
Look,
a building
girls
set.
and boys.
Wow, look at that. This is the only way that someone of my generation will ever own a house.
Yep.
Look us up on our website, bollocoy.co.uk, and book and come and stay here.
There's a code going out on this video, so keep an eye out for the code because that will give you a
big
discount.
If you do want to come and stay.
So,
other than that, what do we do?
I would say I'm going to
Cheers.
cheers to you and to all of you.
Happy Christmas.
Wishing you all a really happy Christmas.